Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to Developer Maroof. In today's lesson, we'll learn about built-in objects in JavaScript like math, date, string, and number. These objects provide useful methods and properties that make common tasks much easier. We'll learn how to perform mathematical operations, work with dates and times, manipulate strings, and handle numbers. These built-in objects are used constantly in JavaScript programming. Mastering these will make you much more productive as a developer. So let's start coding. I will already set up our HTML. Let's write our JavaScript. So first we'll start with the math object, which provides mathematical constants and functions. Math has useful constants like pi and e. Let me show you that. E is Euler's numbers. So first let's say math objects, and let's start with the basic one, basic math methods. So let's first add a log. Inside that, first this is our math object, which has pi property. Let's save this. You can see this is our pi, and let's log another property, which is our Euler number, which we can say e. This is a Euler number, you can see it. So math is an object which has these properties. There are many properties and functions. Let me show you our functions as well. Let's say rounding functions. Let's add a log. Inside that, we can round any number. Let's say inside our math object we have round function. It is a function, so it will get an argument. Let's say we want to round 4.7. Save this. You can see 4.7 has been rounded to 5. And let's add another log. Let's say Math.round. Inside we can 4.3, which is 4. Round of 4.3 is 4. Let's add another log. If you want round always up, you can do that with ceil function. Let me show you that as well. Ceil, which is a function. Let's say I want to round up 4.2. It is getting me 5. Now let's log another. If you want to round down always, you can use floor function. Let's say floor. We want to round down 4.9. You can see we have 4. If you want to remove decimals, you can do that with trunc function. Let me show you that as well. Math dot. You can see we have many methods inside our object. If you want to see it, you just have to type math and then dot. After dot, you can have a list of these methods. I'm just showing you a few of them which can be usable inside our code. Most of them we don't usually use them. You can see with the trunc function method, we have removed our decimal. So these was rounding functions. Let me show you min max functions. Min and max. Let's add a log. First let's comment these out. So inside our log, you can say math object have max function. If you want to get the maximum number, let's say we have multiple numbers, let's say 10, 20, and 5, let's say 30, and we save this. You can see 30 is the maximum, so we will get in the console 30. So this is how you can get the maximum number. If you want to get minimum number, you can say math.min function. We have same way 10, 25, and 30. You can see we have 5, the minimum number, and we are getting 5. So this is how you can work with min-max functions inside our math object. If you want to work with power, square root, or cube root, you can do that as well. Let's say power and square root. You can add a log. Inside that math dot, we have power function, POW, and we can get our power like 2, 3. So now it will get 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 2 to the power of 3 will result in 8. You can see we have 8. If you want to get a square root, you can do that with square root function. Inside that, if we want to get a square root of 16, square root is 4. 4 4s are 16. If you want to get cubic root, you can do that with math dot cubic root, and this is a function, so it will take a number, let's say 27. So this is the cubic root of 27. So if you want to get a random number, so for the random number we have random function. Let's say log. Inside that we can have math.random, which is a function. And if we save this, you can see we have a random number. If we again save this, we can have a different number. It is only from 0 to 1. We will get, see, every time I refresh, the number is changing. So we are getting a random number from 0 to 1. If you want a random number from 1 to 10, you can apply this condition. Let's say math.floor, because we want to round down. And inside our floor, we can add another method, math.random, and we can multiply our random number with 10, and after that we can plus it with 1. You can see we have 9. Again we refresh, we have 7, but it is from 1 to 10. And if you want to get a random number from 1 to 100, you can do it like this: math.floor. Inside our floor, we can multiply it with 100. Let's say 100 and plus 1. Save this. You can see we have now 17, refresh, 8. So this is how you can get random numbers. Let's comment these out. There are a few others methods. Let's say we want to get an absolute value. You can do it like, let's say absolute value. We can add a log. So for getting the absolute value, we can have math.apps function. So this is how we can get absolute number. Let's say we want to get an absolute number, absolute value of -5. Save this. It is a 5. If we want to get for apps 5, it is also 5. So this is how you can get absolute value. If you want to get trigonometric function, you can also do that. Let's say we want to get trigonometric functions. Let's add a log. We can do it with math.sin or sign, you can say. Inside our sign, we can have Math.pi, and we can divide it with 2. So we can see this is how trigonometric function works. You can see we have 1, and if we want to const, let's say we want to get from 0, you can see we have 1, and our final, which is 10. Let's say math.10, and inside that we can have math.pi divided by 4. Save this. You can see we have 0.9. So this is how you can also add trigonometric functions. Let's comment this out. That's it for math object. Let me show you our dat object now. Date object. If you want to work with dates and times, you can use our dat object. What it will do is it will create a new date with a current time and date. Let me show you practically. Let's say we want to create a date. Let's say creating date, and how we can create it. Let's say const now, and we have new keyword and our dat object. So this is how our current date has been created. Let's log this now, save it. You can see this is our current date. This is a month. This is an year. Sorry, this is a day, this is a month, and this is our date, and this is our year with the time. This is a Pakistan standard time. So that's how we can create our dates. If you want to create any specific date, you can also do that with our const, let's say specific date, and our new keyword and date object. Inside our date object, let's say we want to create a specific date, which is 2024, and 0, and our 15. So 2024 is a year, 0 is month, and with a 0 index, and 15 is our date. Let me log this specific date, save it. You can see we have Monday, January 15. This is January at 0 because months start with 0 indexing. So that's how you can get specific dates. If you want to get a date from string, you can also do that. Let's say const date from string equals to new keyword and our date object. Inside that we can have a string, and you can get it 2024, that is year 1, and 15, and log this date from string, save it. You can see we are getting as it is. So this is how you can get dates. There are many components of getting dates inside our date object, so let me show you that as well. Let's comment these consoles, and let's add a comment. Let's say getting date components, and inside our log we can have our now function, which is date object, because we have stored our date object inside our now variable. And now dot we have a component called get for the year. Save this. It is a function because so we have to add a parenthesis. You can see we are getting here. There are many components inside our date. If you want to get them, we can add now dot, and after dot we have many methods. You can try it out. I'm showing you only few. Let's say get month. To get our month, you can see it is 11th month. And if you want to get date, you can get date, save this, it is 25. And if you want to get our day, which start with 0, like 0 is equals to Sunday, so we can get it with get day, sorry, day, not date, and you can do it. You can see it is 4 because today is Thursday, and 0 is equals to Sunday, then 1 is equals to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Thursday is 4. If you want to get hours, you can also get them with get hours function, 16 hours. If you want to get minutes, seconds, millisecond, I'm also showing you that as well. Get minutes, get our seconds, and if you want to get our milliseconds, you can see these are minutes, our seconds, our milliseconds. So this is how you can work with our date components. If you want to set any date component, you can also do that. Let's comment out, and let me show you how we can set. Let's say setting date component, and let's add a const, our custom date, and new date object, and we can have custom date for setting a year. You can also set it with set full year. Inside that you can set any year. I'm setting 25. If you want to set a month, you can also set that with set month method. Inside that, because it is 0 indexed, so we can add a June, which is 5. If you want to set date, also set that with our set date, dot set date. Inside our set date we can have 20. And let's log these custom date. Save this. You can see we have set our new date and year 25, 20, or June, Friday. So this is how you can set custom dates. There are other date methods. Let me show you that as well. Let's say that methods inside our log, or let's copy this because we are adding loads many times. Let's say now dot toISOString the function. You can see we are having our string of date. If you want to get date to our string, you can also get it with this function or method. Now we are getting string of our date. If you want to get time string, you can also do it with our toTimeString function. This is how you can get our time string. If you want to get our local string, you can also do it with toLocalString. Save this. You can see we are having a string. If you want to make any calculations inside our date, you can also do that. Let me show you that as well. Calculations. Let's say const date 1 equals to new date. Inside our new date, we can have a string 2024. Let's say it is first month and first date, and we have our date 2, which is equals to new date. Let's add a new date. Let's say 2024, same year, but 12th month and 31 date. Save this, and we can also subtract our dates to get a difference. Let's say different time, and you can make a difference with 2081. Save this. You can also add a calculation. Let's say get a different days. We can do it with different days equals to const, and we can say we can add seal method from our math object. Let's say seal, which is a function. We are adding different time, and we can divide it with our, let's say 1000 multiplied by 60 applied 60 and multiplied by 4. Save this. Now let's log this different days. So it will show you our dates between our days. See, it is 365 days. So this is how you can add calculations as well. So that's it for date object. Let me show you our string object now. String object. So the string objects have a lot of methods for manipulating text. Let me show you how we can manipulate text. Let's say first add a text equals to, let's say assalamu alaikum, and let's say JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript. So first, if you want to get a length from this text, you can get it at text dot length of this text is 29, because when we calculate from 0 to this 0 indexing 0 1 2 3 4 and so on, it will be 29. If we want to make any case conversion like uppercase or lowercase, let's say first we want to make it an uppercase, you can do it with text dot, we have a method called toUpperCase, and it is a function. So let's see, you can see now our string is uppercase. If you want to make it in lowercase, you can also do it with our lowercase. You can see it is now a lowercase. And if we want to search any index, you can also do that with, let's say I want to search any index. Let's say text dot indexOf, like we want to search index of this JavaScript. Let's say index of this JavaScript. Save this. It is a string, remember that. You can see the index of JavaScript is 18. So this is how you can search any string. We have another method which is last index of. It will get from last index. Let's say add a log. Inside of a log we have text dot last index of. Let's say we want to get a last index of a. Save this. A is 21 because we are getting this one. A, it is checking from the last. If we want to get a boolean, like we are checking if this includes in our string or not. Let's see. Let's say includes, which is a function, and we want to check if JavaScript includes inside our function or not. Let's say JavaScript, it is saying true because JavaScript exists in our string. And if we want to check if something is start from this or not, we can also do that with text dot startWith, and inside our startWith, let's say our string is starting with a salam. Let's put that. Save it. It is saying true because our string is starting with a salam. And if we make it false, let's say it is starting with salam, it will say false because it is not starting with salam, it is as-salam. So this is how you can also check our starting with any word or an alphabet. If you want to check end with, you can also do it with endsWith. And let's say we have exclamation mark at the end, let's add it. It is saying true because string ends at exclamation mark. If we add anything, let's say something like this, it will say false. So this is for searching. If we want to extract anything, let's say we want to extract our substrings, we can have method like, let's say first add a comment, extracting substrings, and add a log. You can extract our substring with text dot, let's say substring. Inside we can get from 0 to 7, save this. So from 0 index to 7 index, 0 to 7, it's just salam, and we are getting salam. So this is how you can extract any substrings. If we want to slice anything, let's say we want to text slice, and we can slice from 0 to 7, save this, we are getting salam, same. And if we want to slice from last, let's say we want to slice from -10, save this, you can see we are getting -10, which is this one. So that's how you can extract any substrings. Let's comment this out. There are many methods, I can't show you all of them, just do try it on your own. There are many methods like replacing, splitting, and joining. We can trim, we can access any character, we can add paddings, we can do many things. So you just try on your own for your understanding. So that's enough for you from my side. You can try it with different methods on your own, practice it. So in the last, I am showing you our number object. So this number object is for working with numbers. We can do many things. We have many methods inside this object. Let's first create a number. Let's say this is a number 1, 2, 3 point. Let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is a function, or sorry, number. And let's add a log. We have toFixed method. Let's say 2, save it. You can see after our point we are getting only 2 numbers. This is how you can get it. If we say 1, get a 1 after point. So this is how you can get it. We have another method called num.toFixed. To get a fixed, let's say 0, you can see we are getting a fixed number, not a point, anything. If you want to get a precision, you can also do that with num.our toPrecision method. And let's add a 4, save it. You can see we are having precision number. Let's add a log. If you want to get exponent, we can do that with 2 exponential and 2. This is how you can get it. There are many methods. That's enough for now. Now let me show you our number properties. Let's say log. So number object have number properties as well. So this is our number object. Inside our object we have max value. Save this. This is our max value. These all are number properties. We have another property called min value. You can see we have many properties. Let's say we have a property called max safe integer. You can see it. We have many more properties. Let's say we have a property called minimum safe integer. This is it. We have a property called, let's say we want to get positive infinity. There is it. You can see we have infinity. We can also get negative infinity. Let's say number dot negative infinity. This is the negative infinity. If we want to get a property of not a number, you can also get it with NaN, not a number. So these are some properties. There are tons of others. You can check it out on your own. You can check numbers as well. Let's say we have methods. Let's say number object dot, we have a function called is integer to checking. Let's say we want to check 5, is it an integer or not. It is saying true because 5 is an integer. If we get 5.2, it will say false because 5.2 is not an integer. If we want to check another integer, or let's say we want to check if it is finite or not. Let's say in 100 is finite, it is true. If we want to say infinity, so infinity is finite, definitely not, because infinity is not a finite, false. If we want to check is it a number or not, let's say log number dot nan, not a number. Let's say nan is not a number. Okay, we are getting an error. Nan is not defined because it is not a number. So let's add nan like this. It is also saying number dot nan is not a function. We made a mistake. Let's say dot na is okay. We put invalid function. Let's save this now. Nan is not a number. We are getting true because nan is not a number. If we want to check, let's say here we can change it with 5. So 5 is not a number. It is false because 5 is a number and it is checking if it is not a number. So this is how you can check any numbers. So there are many things. I can't show you all of them. You can check it out on your own. You can parse, you can word to number, anything. So just do try and practice it. So from my side, that's it for today's lesson. You just learned about built-in objects in JavaScript, math, data, string, and number. You have seen math provides mathematical constants and functions like rounding, random numbers, trigonometry, and our date, which is here. So date lets us work with dates and times, create dates, get components, and calculate different components. We've seen it. And our string object, which was to provide many methods for searching, replacing, splitting, and formatting text. And lastly, our number, which provide methods for formatting numbers and checking numbers properties. You can do many things. So basically, these built-in objects are essential tools that you will use constantly in JavaScript programming. So in the next lesson, we learn about the DOM, document object model. We'll learn how to select and manipulate HTML elements, which is how we make web pages interactive. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone learning JavaScript. Jazakallahu khair for watching. Allah Hafiz.